On an August morn a star is born in the form of a child.
Though early man and wild, this child was styled for the wild.
On this emerald shore grows a black Irish rose. Had to fight from the start before he could succeed in his glory. Here's the man that shapes the story.
Born black in streets, predominantly white, from an early age racial taunts were a common sight.
This is where this rose showed all his might, and with a greater insight,
resisted the urge to fight and persisted with his taste for life.
Born a mixed breed of the human seed, it was with a slightly different take on life, the one he'd lead.
With no father around in this old Catholic town.
He was often plastered, a black Irish bastard.
But with his mother mastered, a belief he was unique, and all this may only serve to propel him to reach his peak.
Later channeled his emotions in his artistic potions. His musical devotions reap the benefit when his heart opens.
He had that certain persona, that certain aroma, the scent of a star, hell-bent and determined to go far.
He was one for a jar, often found at the bar, at one with the boys, but knew other joys.
With his physique and charm, ladies will compete for his arm. Different one each week. When you're young, what's the harm?
Men would warm to him. Women would swarm to him. A star was born with him.
Took his shape in his youth, put his faith in his group. Success to date stands as proof he was right in his pursuit of artistic recognition. But there are hazards in this position.
It can be hard to maintain in the game of fame. Life in the fast lane can exert a strain which can start a chain.
The drugs, drink, and rock and roll in this lifestyle that is hard to control weighs down the soul. You fall way down a hole.
Had a taste for that liquor, and that taste was growing bigger. Drugs were changing quicker. He was ruining his liver.
So he took a step back to just focus on his music, his lyrical genius and his ability to use it, to fuse it into something special.
Liver damage is where this rose shed its first petal.
Temporarily stopped drinking, but this ship was slowly sinking.
The outside eye can never truly see what occurs in privacy.
But in hindsight, he lyrically, almost blatantly, described his descent and his repent.
He's just a boy that has lost his way. He's just a boy, that's all.
Echo my bedroom wall, emphasise his downfall.
Echo cries for help in his withdrawal.
The lies he used as a shawl to disguise his body's dying core.
The heart rendered, may Philip always be remembered. On these emerald shores, left so many, be something. On these emerald shores, our black rose ensured he would never be forgotten.
For those who come in their throngs, who embrace in these songs.
Those that love him, rights or wrongs, and those that still long.
To have the man, the legend, the rocker, back for one more encore, back one more time to conquer. For those who wish you could have stayed longer.
To your Sarah, Kathleen, Phyllis and Dennis, those who held the heart of Philip, the man behind the menace.
That family man with that long chin, with the slightest whim, with a flash of that warming grin, put women in a spin.
The legend that is, and the man that's been, and the legacy that follows him.
We wallow in self-pity as we remember the black rose that graced this lonely city.
The renegade that did ride like the wind, that died as a king.
Because we'll remember the man behind the image, before the drug that got a hold of him, but never got a soul within.
In his lyrics and his songs, his memory still lives on.
And as the sun goes down on this old town, you can almost hear the sound of the Bay of Hout hum for its wild one.
Wild one, you've been away too long. Come back home now, will you?